My dear lovely Scorpios, this is your horoscope for April 2024. Now, April, I love the month of April because we have very rare conjunction, amazing one that is happening exactly in April between two beneficial planets, Jupiter and Uranus. But I will get to that point a little bit later, but I just want to share my happiness, how happy I am because these two are meeting and it's a rare conjunction, and I'll tell you why just in a bit of later. Beginning of April, especially first week of April will be more feeling, compassion, love. And April will start in such a positive note because so many planets will be, chit-chatting with each other, and they will not be arguing with each other, and all of us will be feeling more love, wanting to share with everyone and everything, and even help each other a lot. So this is how amazing April starts, even though we have Mercury retrograde, from 2nd April until 25th of April. Well, when Mercury retrogrades, as you know, nothing new should be started. It is advisable not to start anything new, not to initiate anything new, like sign contracts, start a new business, because Mercury is the planet of communication and signing contracts. Well, I talked about Mercury retrograde more in depth in separate video. If you're interested, go check on my channel, and I've even spoke all the predictions for each sign for Mercury retrograde in April. But here I'll briefly mention it, that Mercury retrograde will happen in your house of work, my dear Scorpios. So, here it's especially true. Do not sign important contracts in April. Otherwise, you will re-sign them or something will be off about them. And you might even change your mind also. So better to postpone if possible to May. Everything important, all the papers, all the talks, conversations, especially related to your work. And also health-wise, if you've got diagnosis around in April with Mercury retrograde, I would tell you, go check with another specialist, to recheck, to make again some tests, and to consult with another doctor what is your diagnosis, and it might be wrong, and it might be some sort of mistake. So again, I would advise you to check many times, because with Mercury retrograde, all the misinformation, all the mishaps are happening. So better to check with as much people as possible, so that we are all on a safe side. And in general, April is like of a month of more retrospective, better not to act in April. You can react, but not initiate anything, but not, start anything, because we have solar eclipse in April. Eclipses has this kind of thing, tunnels, when we don't see anything, when they lift everything up into the air, and, how it falls to the ground, we don't know. So give it a time to eclipse to do its job. Just wait, sit back, relax, and think, you will make adjustments in May. May will be perfect month to start everything, to sign any contract, to finally react upon decisions, that eclipses are bringing, and situations, events, changes. That is the job of eclipses, so that they a little bit shake up our life. And that's why in April, better not to start anything. It's more like to rethink, to remake, redo, redesign, recalculate, resign, give it a second thought, because also Mercury is retrograding. It seems like retrograding, and it seems like universe is telling us, just wait, guys. Sit back, get your popcorn, and just observe, think, and more like process all the informations, and take all the actions only in May. This kind of a this kind of a month is April gonna be, and if you do so, you will do good for yourself. Now, 8th of April, we have new moon, solar eclipse. When sun and moon, they come together and they give birth to a new energy. But when it's a solar eclipse energy, that's like they're giving birth to the whole universe. Eclipses are perfect tools of the universe. It's like a compass to a little bit correct our direction of our destiny and fate for each one of us. And they're like, if we're moving somewhere wrong, they come in They knock, they don't knock actually. They just come inside our house and change everything. This is the point of eclipses. This is their job, and they happen because of the destiny nodes, north node and south node, both are lunar nodes. And when eclipses happen, usually, these kind of events of life-changing events happen, and some things that we remember for long, some things that we do only once, like get married, give birth, graduate, buy a house, or, some things that are very important and memorable. These kind of things might happen, and you never know where it will lead you. And I will make a separate video about this solar eclipse, because such a positive eclipse I've never seen in my life, let's say, for so long. Usually eclipses are tense, because many people don't like changes, and when eclipses come, they change a lot, like, upside down. They put things upside down, and but this eclipse is sugar sweet. That's an amazing one, and it's happening in your house of health, my dear Scorpios, your house of well-being, how you feel yourself in your daily routine, and also your job house, your work house. Such a perfect position to, welcome this eclipse. Especially, guys, those who are born around 10th of November, plus or minus 5 days, will be, benefiting the news around this eclipse the most. Of course, all of us will get our portion, but those who are born around those days will be extra lucky. Now, this eclipse, because it's a new moon, something new is starting, new beginnings. It might be you're receiving a job of a lifetime, chance of once in a lifetime. Let's say your dream job might be coming into your lap. Now, seize that opportunity. You might finally have this chance to land a job offer that you've been waiting for so long. Solar eclipse has that power, to bring that wished job offer, or actually changing a title in position, or completely changing the company's workplace, because it's happening in your house of work. For some Scorpios, for some of you guys, it will be about health. If you've been, somehow dealing with some sort of health problems, something was bothering you, this solar eclipse will make you somehow gifting you a new life without any disease, some sort of this. So healing is on the way, my dear Scorpios. For those of you who have been battling some things related to health. Also, it's about your routine, like everyday life, kind of your schedule. Something is changing, something new is happening. Maybe because you're changing your job, now you're going to be working online. Or maybe because, let's say you've got a kid and you're going to sit at home. This is a new kind of a life for you, Or vice versa. Now your kid goes to kindergarten and you come back to work, You will go back to work, and your new schedule, some sort of everything will renew, let's say. Also, 6th house are those who are like work for us, our assistants, or those like, let's say, nannies, or house cleaners, this kind of workers who we hire. If you're in that position, my dear Scorpios, then something might change there too. Maybe you will get a new nanny for your kid, or a new assistant, like babysitter, or cleaner, or gardener, something like that, or at work. Maybe now you will get a new secretary, some sort of new kind of staff hiring happening. And 6th house is also about eating habits. Something is changing, my dear Scorpios, for some of you guys. Maybe you decided now to eat healthy, let's say, or let's say keto, or maybe like eliminate some things from your eating habits, or becoming a vegetarian or vegan, anything. Eclipses are 10 times stronger than just new moon. So something is really completely shifting in your life in this area. Also, the ruler of this new moon will be situated in your house of children, and it might be related to your kid's life, because then your schedule is changing because of that. Maybe you will need to adjust some of the timings, like taking to school your kid, and that's why you will need to start in a different time your work than before. So for the next couple of years, it will be new timing. Let's say something's new, changing, some kind of a new responsibility, or you might actually find out that you're pregnant. Also possibility, even though very small, but for some Scorpios it's a huge possibility. Or it might be about your business. Fifth house is also about business. So because maybe you started a side hustle, let's say, like your hobbies, let's say you decided to turn into something, as your main job, trying to do so, and you started doing something related to a different area while keeping your main job, and your schedule is changing. You will have to work on both things, and maybe this will be for a quite long time until your side hustle becomes your main job. For some Scorpios, that will be the reality. Now, I would like to also mention about the timing of eclipses. Only few of us will get news exactly on 8th of April, but usually, eclipses, they act like during the first month, the month before eclipse appears and the month after it eclipse. So allow it 2 months to show you the message, to bring you the message, the change, and restructure your life. So it might have been happening already in March for you, some of you, and if not, then you will get the news after this eclipse appears. Up until 8th of May you have time. So allow this eclipse to bring that change and the news of the universe to you. This is how eclipses act. And in general, I would like to remind you, check your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign too. Most of us will check the sun sign, but let me tell you, horoscopes are written for rising signs. Did you know that? And because we are all Scorpios, but then we're all different, that's why there are many possibilities how it might bring the news, this eclipse in anything in astrology. So always check your moon sign, horoscope, and rising sign too, so you will get the complete picture, better picture, and you will more understand which sign is, let's say, more have a power over your life at the current time. Make sure to check those horoscopes too. On 19th of April, Sun, giver of life, will come into your house of marriage, my dear Scorpios. Right on time, illuminating your, bringing your attention to your relationship house, to your sweetheart house. Now you will put all your attention by the end of April exactly to your spouse, long-term partner, or girlfriend. For those who are not married, to business partners, because 7th house rules business partners too. Why right on time? Because on 21st of April, we have this amazing rare aspect that I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, of Jupiter, a lucky planet, planet of luck, and Uranus, planet of surprises, finally meeting each other, hugging each other. They meet only, every 14 years. That's why it's rare. And every astrologer been waiting for their conjunction ever since, and they meet every time in a different sign. To meet them in the same sign would take them even longer. So they are meeting in your house of marriage. How lucky you are, my dear Scorpios, because these two planets are angels of the universe. They are bringing all the good things, shower and glitter, happiness and luck. And these two planets are expansion planets. Whatever they touch, they make it bigger, they make it, expand it, and make it more happier. We've been feeling the effects of their meetup already since last half of March, and we will be feeling it in April and even May. That's how showering us the universe, with luck and happiness. Most importantly, sudden luck, unexpected luck and happiness. The exact aspect will happen 21st of April, and it might be that for those of you who've been long waiting for a proposal, you will get your unexpected sudden proposal, my dear Scorpios. Many of you guys are getting married since last year, May, getting proposals, proposing, and having weddings And this aspect is showing even more, universe is showing you your right partner, and you will get sudden proposals who are wishing. Some of you guys, my dear Scorpios, might even get married around this date, 21st of April. And if you do, it's an amazing day to get married, my dear Scorpios. Don't worry about Mercury retrograde. Mercury doesn't rule love. Venus rules love. So Venus will be all way direct, and it's an amazing position to support your marriage. And Jupiter in Uranus here, right on time, will give amazing sparkles for your wedding. It seems like your love is getting, bigger and bigger for your only one. And those of you who already married, already happily married and have wife and husband, then it might be about your wife or husband who will get that amazing luck in their life. So you will be happy for them, and it will of course affect your life too. They will get lucky in something, and they will share amazing news with you, my dear Scorpios. For those of you who are single, this is your chance also all of a sudden to meet someone. And if you don't want to meet anyone, and you don't want to get married, and love is not your, let's say, currently a priority, if you are, maybe it's about business, because 7th house is about business partners and contractual agreements, whatever we sign, papers. Given that Mercury is retrograde, here is not advisable to sign, important contracts and papers. So try to postpone it to May. Here, even though Jupiter and Uranus might give you a surprise contract, you might find that amazing, best business partner. Or actually, there will be a lot of who, would like to work with your business, who would want to have something to do with your company. You might get a lot of clients, if you have already business, and you might get a lot of offers to cooperate somehow. And it's amazing. All other people will be somehow attracted to you, because 7th house is all other people's house. And this is really, truly amazing place for you to host their meetup in conjunction, and use it, because next time they're going to meet, it will be 2037. That's how long it will take them. Now is the time, my dear Scorpios. Don't wait for anyone and anything. Grab the luck and make your wish come true in this area. Now, for those of you who are in a creative area, like dancers, singers, and actors, this will be amazing superposition to have this meetup of these two planets. It seems like your family might help you out with landing a business contract, like a contract with an agent who will help you, promote your art, your talents and hobbies. This will be amazing. Please do let me know what is the news with this Jupiter and Uranus, because it's always interesting for me what's going on in your life. And it might be, it seems like actually love is on your mind, because Jupiter rules your true love house. And here, meeting up with Uranus in your house of marriage, your parents, your family is truly happy for you or for your choice, and they are fully supportive, it seems like. So you are getting ready to get married. Or for some Scorpios, it might be also about real estate. Finally, you will agree with your, sweetheart on which real estate to buy, let's say, or sell. And you will have in a perfect alignment on that decision. And you will have you will find that perfect house of yours, real estate of yours. Universe is making sure of that, my dear Scorpios. Now, 24th of April, we have full moon in your sign, my dear Scorpios, in your first house. Now, that full moon will be met by harsh angle by Pluto, your ruler. This full moon is all about closure, all about endings, and also full moons, they are like a big light of bulb showing something as much as possible for you, shining over something in your life that needs your attention and also action. Now, 24th of April, this full moon will be happening in your sign. Those of you who are born around 26th of October, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most. You might not like the news of this full moon, as I see, But don't be sad. Something is, you are closing the door of your past. It seems like something is finishing for you, especially related to your family. Maybe, I don't know, you will kind of, how to say, stop talking to some of your family members. Or it might be, let's say someone is moving out. Maybe you are moving out. Let's say if you're a student, Scorpio, then you might be around this time moving out to your college, let's say, or to work somewhere else, moving somewhere else. And that's why you're leaving your house. Or vice versa, your parents are moving somewhere else and moving out. Your mom, especially, because fourth house rules your mom, and that's where your ruler is currently, making harsh angle to that full moon. Your ruler is actually telling you, my dear Scorpio, take all that intense emotions that you have, that you are gifted with the universe, and close whatever needs to be closed, shut it down, and move on. This is the message of this full moon. And for some of you guys, it might be also about real estate. You might sell something like the house where you grew up, and it might be quite painful, but that's what you need to do, right? According to universe's plan. And it seems like it might be as simple as that. You will have some sort of disagreement, kind of an argument within your family, with your mom, most likely. Or it might be also related to your appearance, how you look like. And if you might to suddenly change something in your appearance, know that your family won't be so supportive of that, it seems like too. And first house is also, my plans, what I desire, who am I at core, and your plans for future and who you are, let's say, how you are describing yourself to the world will not be supported by your family too. Especially it might be from your mom's side. And for some Scorpios, it might not be about family. If everything is perfect, it might be about immigration, citizenship. It seems like something might not go right, you will get some upsetting news about your citizenship status or immigration status, or again, your family will be missing you so much and they won't be happy with the news that you're immigrating somewhere, or changing your place of where you live, and maybe even country where you live. And it's also about a family composition, as I said, number of your people in the family is changing. Maybe someone is moving out or someone is divorcing, and now let's say you will have less member in your family. This might happen too. But don't worry, by the end of April, your sweetheart will be fully supportive of you, whatever will be the circumstances around your family, my dear Scorpios. 29th of April, Venus, planet of love, planet of beauty, will enter your 7th house. That is superb place to have Venus. Why is that? Because all your luck is around this marriage house and business agreements house all past year and up until May. Use this time, because next month in May, Jupiter will change the sign and you will be focused, you will get luck in another area of your life. So for now, while it is marriage, while it is your love house, while it is your business contract house, use this time. And Venus visiting on 29th of April for whole month will, light up your 7th house. And we all love when Venus is in our 7th house. We feel the love of our only one, our spouse, especially those who are married, husband or wife, or steady sweetheart, long-term partners. We will feel the support, and Venus will make, everything beautiful between you two, between each other. Now, last day, 30th of April, your ancient ruler, Mars, planet of motivation. Let's see what will motivate you. Starting from 30th of April, Mars will move into your house of work. So beginning of whole April is month where you sit back and observe and enjoy life, because your 7th house will be lit with all the positivity, enjoying life with your sweetheart and loved ones. And by the end of the month, 30th April, only when Mars moves into your work house, there will be quite a lot of, work to do. Like, it seems like your job will be buzzing and assignments will be coming in, a lot of things to do, a lot of errands to run, and you will get quite busy in May, while Mars will be firing up your sixth house of work and health. It might be also your health will need, checkup around May. And especially Mars rules sharp objects, also might indicate some sort of surgeries. Does not mean something serious. It might be something small, like going to dentist, for example. But your health, for some of Scorpios, health might come to the first place. Now, this was your horoscope for April, my dear Scorpios. Make sure to subscribe and like if you find useful information in my horoscope, and stay tuned for new moon solar eclipse video. Bye bye.